We got the champ back here on the program, AJ McKee, who's going to be back in action. Bellator 277, April 15th, taking on Patricio Pitbull Freite. AJ, how's it going, man?
Another day in paradise, man. You know how it is. Just finishing up fight camp, fine-tuning, getting the weight down, and getting ready to go put the icing on the cake.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. I know this was sort of inevitable, you guys having the rematch at some point, but why did it take this long? I think a lot of people were wondering that. You won the title, what was it, back in July? And here we are talking about a fight in April.
I think it was, well, see, the thing is, contractually, I was looking, Bellator wanted me to renegotiate after the Darian Carwell fight. Myself knowing my skill set, knowing what I'm capable of, my goals and aspirations in life, $1 million is what I would like my baseline to be, just because every time I step in that cage, obviously I'm putting my record on the line. So it was trying to come to and find the right numbers. We couldn't come up with the right numbers, and then it became a point where I'm like, all right, well, regardless, screw the numbers. I want to fight. You know what I mean? I'm not fighting enough. I want to fight. So it got to a point where we couldn't come up with anything, and I wanted to fight December. I wanted to go to Japan. So it's just, I constantly throw ideas out and what I would like to do. Some things happen, some things don't. But for the most part lately, a lot of stuff hasn't been happening.
Okay,
so
fair enough.
I'm looking forward to getting that 55-pound title, 55-pound title, $1 million check every fight. That's not the case at the moment. So currently it's 3 fights, and then I'm pretty sure after I whoop Pitbull's ass again, they're gonna want to renegotiate. So we just gotta see how this next fight plays out. I'm looking forward to going in there and having the same result.
Absolutely. Was the plan always to do the rematch, or were you hoping to get another opponent just because, again, you beat him pretty decisively? Was the plan always to do the rematch?
Nah, for me, I felt there was no need to fight him. I finished him twice in one round. So for me, I honestly wasn't too geared up on the rematch, especially with him relinquishing in the 55-pound title. I felt that was his only leverage for me to actually want to fight him. So him giving up that title, it made it a little more personal, because now you're slowing down my goals. You're slowing down things that I want and things that I feel I deserve in life. So with that being said, he's got to deal with another beast within me now.
Has there been any talk about a potential backup for this fight? Because it's a big title fight. I know you want to stay active and keep fighting. Has that ever been discussed?
No.
Okay. So yeah,
No.
It's kind of this fight or bust, so to speak, or I guess, being creative, maybe going to 55. We'll see. So that's interesting. I mentioned the layoff, obviously. I know you're working on everything. One of the things I love about watching you fight is that there's always something new we'll see, something we haven't seen. You're still developing your skill set. Is there anything in particular you feel like you've improved on over the last year?
Definite. I would say striking, man. Striking it's an endless loophole. You can continue to evolve. You can continue to add new things. I've been doing a lot of orthodox training, just because there's no fight up and coming. I already know southpaw. That's bread and butter. So I'm looking forward to becoming an orthodox fighter. I'm right leg dominant, so my kicks from the right side are they're pretty ferocious. So I'm just looking forward to going out there, showcasing something different, and coming home with that win again.
What's training camp look like? I know it's sort of, for the most part, been business as usual, although I did see you get to train a bit with Chris Cyborg. What's camp look like going into this?
Monday through Saturday, twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. Papa McKee, we call him the wizard. He's dude's a mad scientist. He's like a wizard in his lab, just creating new techniques, creating new drills. So camp's been fun. I've been doing a lot of running myself. Trying to get my weight down, obviously. Weight's great. I'm only like 12 out right now, which is
nice.
Easy. I can make weight this week if I needed. That's about it though, man. Honestly, I've been in the gym. I've been training the past 8 months. Even in my downtime, enjoying snowboarding and so forth, driving the cars. I'm still in the gym.
Right. Yeah. Still putting the work in. Is it same training partners, Joey Davis, Baby Slice, typical guys that, have helped you get ready for all your fights?
Yeah, man, body shop. We got a lot of Amis on their way up. They're learning a lot, evolving, and we got a lot of guys fighting this weekend. Actually, knockout promotions. It'll be on millions.co. If you can't come out and support, you can check it out. It's online. So yeah, man, we're just I'm happy to be able to give all these other guys a platform to showcase their skills, and they're able to kind of take this time to learn. You know what I mean? Before they go pro, before they step into the big leagues, and have to really put it all on the line every time. So I got a lot of young up and comers, and it's kind of crazy because I was always that young kid in the gym, and now
Yeah.
I'm the guy that's coaching them, and I'm like, dang, dude, you're getting older. You know what I mean? So it's just nice to see these guys evolve, see myself evolve, because I don't like, I self-reflect on myself so much that I don't feel the growth within myself. So when I'm able to see it in someone else, I know I have to be growing because they're growing and they're learning from me.
Yeah. No, very well said. And it must be key to have those guys in the gym, the up and comers, because not only are they going to give you that different look, but these guys are hungry. They're trying to prove themselves. So, when you're getting that round in or whatever it may be, they're really pushing you. And it's not like they're coming in late or anything, right? Because they still have to prove themselves.
Yeah, man, they're coming for my neck every time. They have that respect for me, but at the same time, it's like they want to push me and make sure I'm getting the work that I need.
Yeah, absolutely. We know your dad's going to be in your corner. Who else will be in the cage with you that night on April 15th?
I'm going with the same corner. It'll be myself, Rampage, my best friend. It's pretty much the same corner. Same corner. No one crazy, nothing too wild. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
For sure. And that kind of goes with my next question. How's this one playing out? Is that, is it going to be the same as last time?
Yeah, it's gonna be the same, but a tad bit different.
Okay. Is that like a teaser? Like we have to wait and see what happens, or you gonna let us know?
Yeah, I don't want to put it out there because then he might be looking for it.
Okay,
But
I understand.
yeah,
Okay.
I said what I was gonna do last time, and I did it, but it wasn't the finish. But this time it's gonna be a finish.
Okay. I like it. A little bit of suspense there. Obviously, there's a big featherweight fight in the UFC, Volkanovski, Korean Zombie. I know you're a guy who pays attention to everything. Do you see Volkanovski winning that one, or do you think Zombie can pull it off?
I don't know. That's a good fight, honestly. I think Volkanovski is a power puncher, so if Korean Zombie stays in front of him, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if Korean Zombie gets him to the ground, I feel like that could be a big advantage for him. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with the champ. I always got to give the champ the respect they deserve until they're in front of me, of course.
Well, that was going to be my other question. Let's say Volkanovski goes up there, defends his title, and I'm only saying this as well because he's like a big betting favorite. But style-wise, how do you look at a fight with you and Volkanovski? Because I know that's been discussed in the past.
Easy. That's an easy fight, bro. I would love that fight. Man, that's why I've been speaking upon unifying the belts, getting these cross promotions. If I'm going to stay at 145 pounds, I think it needs to be, I've had 19 fights at this point in the Bellator division. I want to outsource, my contract's coming up to an end. So, I don't want to sign any more huge 6-7 fight deals. I really want to start gearing towards changing the sport and helping it evolve because I got another younger generation that's to come, Mason King McKee. So my little brother is going to be next in line. I want to make sure that things are lined up properly for him when he steps into that cage and he doesn't have to go through the troubles, trials, and tribulations that I went through or my father went through in his career. So, yeah, man, maybe we get that unified belt. Maybe I get to fight Nate. Maybe I get to fight Volkanovski. Maybe we get some fun stuff going. But in due time, Volkanovski, he's a great champ. Don't get me wrong, but he's not a people's champ. I don't feel he's a great champ, but I don't know. I'm just different. I'm a different breed, man. It's mixed martial arts. It's not rugby. You need to have wrestling. You need to have jiu-jitsu and striking. He doesn't have jiu-jitsu nor wrestling. So 2 out of 3 or 1 out of 3 is failing, if you ask me. In school terms, you're failing. So for me, that's an easy fight.
Well, to play devil's advocate just for a second here, he must have some jiu-jitsu. He got out of that choke by Ortega. You got to give him a little credit for that, right?
Yeah. Touche. I didn't get when I was 18, 19, I couldn't get out of that triangle. But if I were put in that triangle now, it'd be a different story.
Yeah. Yeah, no, fair enough. You mentioned your brother. How old is he, and what division is he competing in? For those who might not be aware of him.
Mason's 4, and
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Mason's 4, and he's competing in whatever division he wants. That
Okay,
little
gotcha.
kid, he's doing arm bars, triangles, he's striking. Like, I'll post some videos, but I'm not big on videos. You're giving up your sauce at
Yeah.
that point, and yeah, man, that's the magic right there. He'll be a world champ before he's 18. Mark my words. The second a betting line comes out for me to bet on him becoming a world champ before he's 18, I'm placing 100 grand on that.
Okay, I like it. Speaking of featherweight division, we had that fight between Adam Borcis and Mads Burnell. It was close. Obviously, Borcis got the nod in that one. Who do you think won? Because I know some people felt like it could have gone the other way.
Honestly, I didn't watch it.
Okay, fair enough. I like the honesty. I like the honesty.
I didn't watch it. I had a lot of people come to me and talk about it. I saw little snippets of it. I didn't see nothing too exciting that awed me to be like, oh yeah, I want to fight one of these guys. It's Pitbull's more of a tough fight. I feel like, just obvious the accolades, him being a champ, so forth. But at the end of the day, I'm not, man. Borix, Burnell, I don't care, man. The mercenary's gonna show up, show out, and take those people out. When it comes to like I've always said, it's a game of chess, man, and these guys are pawns, and I'm the king calling shots here, making the moves on this board.
It sounds to me like, let's say you go out there and win this fight, that you want to go for that lightweight title next. Would that be the best case scenario for you? Because it doesn't sound like you're too amped on, just from what you're saying here, on maybe a Borax or one of these guys at featherweight.
My phone started overheating. Pretty much, man, at 145 pounds, I don't see anyone that can deal with me. So, yeah, fight activity is a big key for me. I've been fighting for 7 years consecutively, back to back to back, 3-4 fights a year. And, in more recent years, it's slowed down to 1 fight, 2 fights. So I'm looking forward to getting back. I'm in prime years right now. I'm about to be 27 years old. Obviously, I'm going to get bigger, stronger, and a little bit more heavier. So I want to utilize the time that I have at 145 pounds and really stay active, getting back to 3-4 fights a year. If not, man, then I don't know what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Something's got to happen.
I don't know if you pay attention to the other divisions. We got the Bantamweight Grand Prix going on right now. Do you have a pick in that one? Do you have anyone you think is going to win that?
Nah. Honestly, I haven't paid attention to anything within Bellator's cage.
Okay.
Even my weight class, my weight division, I've kind of just set my vision, my goals on new targets. I know I'm the target now. So with that being said, I have to refocus myself to, pretty much just level up. You know what I mean? Just keep leveling up, and accomplishing new goals. So 145, I want to be a champ. I've said it since prior to Conor doing it, prior to anyone doing it. Back in 2014 when we were talking, I was saying I'm going to be a champ. So yeah, man, I think it's time, and I think it's well deserved. 19-0, champ would be nice, and it gives Bellator an opportunity to allow me to be more active. I can bounce in between 45, 55, be defending title here, title there. And at that point, I become the face of the organization as I already am. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
How did your dad end up in the Jake Paul video?
I don't know. That's a good question. I asked him the same thing. I knew. I think it's a good move strategically with the things that I want to do within the sport, trying to change the sport. Obviously, fighters' pay is a big key. Me leaving my record on the line every time, me securing $1 million check, I feel like my pay should never go under that. You don't see undefeated boxers taking pay cuts when, you know what I mean? You don't see any athlete that's putting out outstanding numbers taking pay cuts. So therefore, in my case, I don't feel I should have to take a pay cut. And whether it's UFC, Bellator, wherever it is, the proof's in the pudding. The respect should be there. Especially being a second generation fighter. I feel if my last name was fucking Couture, Gracie, or anyone else, they'd open up the fucking red carpet. You know what I mean? So with that being said, obviously knowing Papa McKee, the way he is held himself, the way he has spoken in previous interviews about organizations and so forth. Uh, the last name McKee can be a problem to be dealt with at times. So I feel like for many years, everyone's just kind of sat back and watched, and they're just kind of trying to see what's AJ going to do? What's he going to do? And, I don't really, I just want to make my money, take care of my family, and, help the sport out for the next generations to come. Obviously, everyone's not going to be able to make $100 million check like I'm going to make. If there you got to be able to put in the work to do that. Not everybody's going to be a LeBron James, a Kobe Bryant. You know, I have a rare case where I'm going to be, and I am a Floyd Mayweather of this sport. And yeah, man, I feel I should be the highest paid athlete in the sport.
And we're looking to see that on display April 15th. It is Bellator 277. AJ, always appreciate the time, man. Just remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media. And if you got any sponsors or shout outs, I'll give you the last word.
All my social media is AJ McKee 1011 and the only one. So hit the follow button. Yeah, man, got to give shout out to the creator, Most High. Shout out to my sponsors, Monster, Seek Headphones. I just did a big deal with them. So seek your dreams, turn them into reality. That's my slogan for them. Who else, man? Newport Watch Club. They always give me bust down rollies and stuff. Who else is out there? And all my supporters, man, all my day one fans. Without you guys, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in, and I would probably be retired already.